God, please don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Keep me focused. Keep me focused on the loudness war. I am the best. No, I am the best. No, you are the best. You know what? You are all kings. You are all number ones. You are all the best. There is no better out there. You are all. Get the thrones, get the whatever you wanna get it all. It's all for you. Me, I am not participating in any kind of hateful situation. The only thing that I wanna give is love from everyone. I wanna give love to everyone. I wanna get love from everyone. I don't care about your egos. I don't care about who is the best, who is not the best, who is the worst. To me, as a person, everyone has contributed in freeing my soul, in freeing my spirit, in healing me, in helping me elevate as a human being and as an artist. Therefore, I am grateful to all of you. You know who you are. I always talk about you. I will always love you and your art. But I am not one of those people who are like, yeah, I want to see chaos. I love that. No, there is nothing good in those situations. There has never been, and it will never be any good out of all these situations. I am very grateful to God that I have reached into that level, even as a listener, into that level of listening. You know what I mean? Like I said before, Good Kid, Mad City. Like I play that album and I'm closing like my eyes and it's like, ooh, everything is there, everything. I play To Pimp a Butterfly. I love that album, man. I love it. It is a masterpiece. I even play songs from the early days from Kendrick. You know what I mean? And as I have said a lot of times, Kendrick, really, really, really healed me. Really, really, really helped me with dealing with my emotional damages. Really, I'm grateful to him and to his art, to his music. I love him. I don't know him personally, but I love him, you know what I mean, like as an artist. I also love Drake, also Drake, he has helped me a lot. Uh, him also like in a healing way, yeah, but I would say like more in Drake really inspired me to really like to just do it, you know what I mean, without judging myself so much. Like he helped me, like artistically in a way, like to not judge my art, to get in, to do it, to be brave and sing and like and try different styles and all that stuff and make it like more like sexy, more this, more like about the ladies and all that stuff, you know and also like Kendrick like really helped me like to get in depths of my pain and to also like relax a little bit and to not have my ego so much, to relax in a way that like I am just, at the end of the day, I'm a human being, you know what I mean, like. But as I said before, I don't like when, especially when I love these two artists. I loved, I love, and I still love them. They don't miss, right? Kendrick, like he released GNX, right? Exceptional album, right? Turn this TV off. Also, Drake, right now, he released another beautiful album with a fucking amazing song that I like a lot. This Die Trying, right? Die Trying, like with the acoustic guitar. Drake with an acoustic guitar, right? Exactly. That's the thing. Something new, something different. And both these guys, they are 30 plus. They don't miss. I'm telling you, like, they keep you there as a listener. As I said, like, for example, like with The Weeknd, right? I lost him. The same with J. Cole. I happened, like to also listen like to J. Cole. He lost me in a way, like I lost him, or like he lost me as a listener. Like those kind of artists, like they create like success, like and great songs and all that stuff, but they lose you in a way. You know what I mean? Or you lose them. For example, J. Cole has like that fucking great album where I don't remember what it's called, where he stays like in the terrace in a place, and you look at him like he stays like that, and the camera is from below, and but these two men, like Kendrick and and Drake, for me personally, for me as a listener, that's why I always like say Kendrick Drake. They never kind of fail to they will deliver. You know what I mean? Like they will throw an album there, and me as a listener right now have like become, like that, those old dudes. You know what I mean? Like that they are what is this? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like this. Um, I have become like so difficult to be a listener of music. You know what I mean? And these guys, they still don't fail to deliver. You know what I mean? They will throw an album, right? And I will at least get one or two or three, four, five songs, like out of that, and I will like just get them like in my playlist, and they will be like there. You know what I mean? And it is not easy. It is not easy to deliver. It is not easy to deliver. It's like it's easy, like what I mean, like to deliver like to kids who don't know like about anything about music, and they are just like, let's listen like to songs. That's the easiest thing that you can do as an artist. But to really, really, really deliver to the ones, to the listeners who are like really analyzing stuff, and they have like a lot of experience as listeners, that's the difficult thing. And they are doing it, man, and they are 30 plus, both of them. They are 30 plus. They are still making hits. And like me personally, as Renaldo Zaimi, what a hit is for me, is that song that will just get your attention, man, for different reasons. You know what I mean? Maybe it has like a great vibe in it. Maybe what it says is something that really, really gets into your soul. Maybe it is different. Maybe it's like very, very professional to the point that you are like, oh, let me study it. You know what I mean? Oh, let me listen to it again. You know what I mean? So as I said, they never fail to get me there. You know, for me, and I don't. You know what? It's not that I go like by the crowd. All the crowd says, like they like this and that song and this the other and this album, this EP, that thing, that. No. For me, it's like It's something different. I am there to really, really, listen from my experience. I don't care about what people like or like what people don't like. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, it's they are just doing it, man. Of course, everyone has their plus and minuses, their skills. You know what I mean? And where and some people, like the not everybody can be like what I mean like I will say like in terms of soccer, football, right? Because I don't know the other sports, but not everybody can be like an attacker. You know what I mean? Someone might be a midfielder because like he can throw like great passes. Someone like he can be like a top scorer and he becomes an attacker in the middle. You know what I mean? So and someone might be like Messi and be like a false nine, a false attacker or something like that, and he can like be a midfielder, an attacker, and do whatever he wants. Like, but and it's in a way it's in my opinion, and that is happening a lot, like in whenever, you know what I mean, like even in pop music, like it used to happen, like with Michael Jackson and Prince, like they were both like very different, you know what I mean. Like in my opinion, you cannot say like one is better than the other, or like everyone has had their own skills, and when it comes to really really, and everyone is like both of them, they were like for different things, you know what I mean. Like for example, Prince, he was a genius in creating a song, you know what I mean. Like he would like put the drums there, boom, program them, or like he would play them by himself, right? Record them by himself. Like if you would watch Prince, you know what I mean, like his videos where he plays drums, because he's not like a drummer, like. And when I say like he's not a drummer, I mean like he's not like that kind of drummer, like Chad Smith. Like his body dances like Prince is like. So but he plays drums, you know what I mean, like, and he can record. He played uh exceptional guitarist, exceptional, one of the best guitarists out there, man. Like seriously, Prince was like, even if he never sang or anything like that, he could have been like one of the best guitar players out there. Like if he played like in a band or something like that. He played the bass, everything. He played piano, piano, exceptional piano. He was like a pianist. Like seriously, he was like so good. Like things like Michael Jackson couldn't even dream to do. You know what I mean? Michael couldn't even like play chords on an acoustic guitar. You know what I mean? What Michael Jackson like, uh, what Prince could do like with instruments and with songwriting, Michael Jackson could only like just dream them. But Michael had that other thing, like he had that stardom in him, and he also had that exceptional energy and the dancing style, the performing, even though like Prince also danced, but it wasn't like so ethereal and magical like Mike, what I mean, like Michael. And Michael didn't write a lot of songs. A lot of people, they say like, oh, he wrote Billie Jean. Yeah, man, but from being like with a fucking cassette, you know what I mean? Like he had a cassette right here, and he's like from doing that from that cassette to the let's put it on the board, right? Let's record it, let's mix it, let's whatever the fuck. So call Quincy, to do all the stuff. It's like million miles away. You know what I mean? So Prince, he could record and produce, and of course, like he had like his mixers, but in a way, Prince, he had like those fucking skills, man. Like the nobody has. You know what I mean? Like nobody in the history of music really went through that level of artistry, music wise, and he has like tons, thousands of music. You know what I mean? And some people might be like, "Oh yeah, but I don't," or like his style, Prince style, is like this or like that. And okay, I understand. Everyone has a taste. You know what I mean? But yeah, Prince, he had those skills, man. But Mike, he was like more famous than him, way more famous, way more successful. Thriller, you know what I mean? Uh, Vocal wise, he was. I would give that to Mike, right? To Michael Jackson. Vocal wise, he was like not that Prince wasn't there vocally, but Mike, he had that thing. You know what I mean? He had a thing, but everything else was Prince. So Mike had like that vocal, the vocals, the voice, right, and the performing. I would say the whole style of the performance, iconic, very iconic. And but they were both men great. And if you are like as a musician, right, as a student or even as a listener of, like you listen to music, you love music. Music is your favorite thing to listen to, to do whatever, right? And you will listen to them both. You will understand that both of them they were great. I mean, great. Like if you dive deep into their words, man, and what they have done, it's in their own lane. You know what I mean? Like you would be like, wow, man, like these two, like they were great. I mean, great. And the same thing goes for the next two artists, for Kendrick and Drake. Both of them, like they are great. I love them both. You know what I mean? Like I cannot say like, oh, of course, like in their diss tracks, like they had, like it's one of them. They both had, like those catchy songs, because when people they have that talent, right? They can even like create like bad energy music, but they put their talent there so that they can grab your attention. You know what I mean? So I believe that you can use your talent for good, or you can even use it like for bad. But that's another thing. Um, yeah, but besides all that, they are both good. Of course, Kendrick, like he has that that skill, man. Like it is a skill. It is a skill. You cannot like uh first of all, Kendrick, like he that's a human being, you know what I mean? And as a human being, there are a couple of human beings. When I say couple, you know what I mean? Like a lot of human beings that they can feel the pain, you know what I mean? The pain, you know, way more than other human beings, even if the same things happen to them, those type of individuals, they are so sensitive, right? So they pick up energies and they pick up the pain and they feel it, you know what I mean? And that's what Kendrick was telling me in my mushroom trip when he appeared. When I had like those issues with myself, he was like right there. He was like, feel it. And he was calling me the N word. Feel it, feel it, feel it. And I was on my headphones it was playing like the I Love Alexandria, the instrumental, right? And it was like the first time out of a lot of years that I started crying, and I started crying endlessly. I mean, like, I cried, man. I cried, and all I could see uh, was like the collective pain of the African American culture. You know what I mean? And I could feel all that, and I could see like streets. I would like have my eyes closed, and I would see like streets in America where like African Americans, like, they were walking and they were poor and mistreated, and they had like their energies, like, taken out of them, and all that stuff, like. And he was telling me like, feel it, and everything like would come up. You know what I mean? Everything, and I would be like. And on that mushroom trip, like, I had also other stuff, like with my father and my grandpa. I would also see them. I would see my childhood traumas, with my mother and father, like domestic violence issues, my mom getting me like to the police station, me and my mom, when I was like a kid, to say that, to report my dad. We were like young Albanian immigrants in Greece at the 90s, and my dad, he used to hit my mom. So a lot of things happened, and all those experiences, they really kind of uh, they would work so that I could unconsciously, like, I could be programmed to be very, very in my own lane, very shy individual, very, very isolated from a young age. Also, the fact that we were like in a different country, like, and at that time, Albanians, they started also like creating a bad reputation around, like Europe, because Albanians, if you wanna study, like Albanians, especially the Albanians from the 90s that they came out, they are very tough people, and there is a lot of criminality involved, a lot of organized crime. So people, they start like becoming, like, in Greece or in Italy or in throughout Europe, they start, like, in a way, like being like, oh, Albanians, like, what's out, you know what I mean? Like, because people, they would be protective, and me as a kid would get all that, and I would like be shy and individual. Oh, I'm in a new place, I don't have like my grandparents here, my aunts, my cousins, because that's how I thought, since the age of 3, no, till the age of 3. So I was like in a new place, in a new town, I didn't know anybody, like, from being like the kid in Elbasan, where I was born in Albania, that I would like get out of the apartment of my grandma's, like, and I would go down and in the neighborhood, and I would walk like to my aunt's. She had a grocery store, yeah, a small grocery store, and would be my aunt, my cousins, and then like my aunts would live like a couple of blocks. My other aunts, my other grandma, my other cousins. You know what I mean? Like, from being that to being like in a small, right here, like I'm right here, like in a small room, 3 years old, with just a TV. Like learning a new language, and it would be like in my house, just my mom and my dad, and like Alberto is like crazy. Crazy in the head. I don't know how he's right now, but he used to be like very crazy. That guy, he was like wow. He was like something else, and so a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, And yeah, I decided, you know what, I said to myself, I cut off, like all the drugs, all the stuff. And then I said, somewhere like I saw about like mushrooms and all that stuff, and I did my first trip. I was like very, very, very bad psychologically. It was a very difficult period for me. Very difficult period for my mental health. A lot of things came up, and I, in a way, you know what I mean. Like, I wrote the song, the instrumental. So the thing about like Costantino 3, it was like that. I never like intended to make a Costantino 3. I just wanted to make like beats, you know what I mean, like songs to just help me, like trip, you know what I mean, like on the mushroom trips, to have like soundtracks. And I created, and I was like, you know what? Because up until that moment, I was like playing a lot the Costantino 1, which had synthesizers and stuff like that, and all that Mozart kind of thing, like the new age Mozart chords here and there. Yes, I'm a charming man. And I said, you know what? I will just, and at that time my ego was like, I don't want a simple stuff. I want to make only crazy stuff. And I was like, okay, like let's play like this song. And because when you get up, it has on Ableton, because I used to make them on Ableton. It has that 180 dotted delay, and the piano would go like you know what I mean. And then I would just like simple drum beat, and the bass. It was like, wow. And I was like, I would eat, like the shrooms, and I would take my night walk, and I would come back, put on the headphones, I think I had something like this one right here, and get it something right here, like just cover, and start, like. And up until there, I was like, oh, these tunes, you know what I mean? These Ableton tunes. And yeah, and that was like my first trip ever, and it was like the most intense trip. I would cry for 3-4 hours endlessly, endlessly. I remember when I got off the trip, I would be like, all my clothes would be like with tears. No, literally, I'm not lying to you, like tears and mucus from my, because I was crying like so much. I couldn't breathe, and that was happening night after night after night after night. The first time that I got like the shrooms, I cultivated them myself, and but that's another story. So, uh, yeah, as I said, Chad. So it really, 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 really played a huge role. Also, one other time, I would listen to "Hold On, We're Going Home" by Drake, right? But I remember it was like 2 years after 2 or 3 years maybe when I discovered Drake. I was I went back to Thessaloniki, back to the university campus where they used to like sell the weed. So I got back. I relapsed on the weed, and I got back and I smoked. And that night I got so fucking high, because like after 2 years like of not getting high, 3 years of not getting high, and I got so fucking high. And I remember I used to play. There were like 3 songs. It was "Off the Wall," Michael Jackson, "If You're Living Off the," and everything. So tonight I'm gonna leave a 9 to 5 upon 10. And I remember like the whole kind of it was going like this the whole room. It was the other was like Fast Love. Fast Love. You looking for fast love? Gotta get up, get down. And the other one was like, hold on, we're going home. And when it would go, chat, when it would go to, uh, when it would go to the bridge, you're the girl, you're the one, and that reverb and that choir gave you it is mixed so fucking good. The bass, when we are talking about bass, that song has the bass. I don't know how they mixed it, how Gadget did all that with the reverb and the bass there and the drums being beautifully there. You're the girl, you're the one. Just hold on, we're going home. And then one other time when I got that's another story. I won't say it like I might say like in America, like